Welcome to Community Church Unitarian Universalist. I am your worship associate, Emma Caverly, and it is a joy to be with you today. Community Church is a progressive, open-minded, and inclusive religious community. We welcome all who are on a spiritual search for truth and meaning. Ours is a faith in action as we do the work of social justice and elevate compassion in our quest to live ethically, recognizing the inherent worth of dignity of every being. Please look to your weekly email for announcements. This morning, we are delighted to welcome back to the pulpit Gael Thompson. Gael has been practicing different styles of meditation since the late 60s. From her eclectic experience of practices, she offers a simple practice of sitting in stillness. She is the co-creator of Tibetan House, where she has been able to share her deep love and regard for Tibetan Buddhist teachings. She has been leading sitting in stillness practices at Tibetan House for the past 12 years. And this morning, she brings to us an introduction to meditation and our guided group practice centered around the theme of uncontrived stillness. Welcome back, Gael.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Sitting in the stillness of the moment, poised at the threshold and softly entering into a quiet stillness. Sitting at the threshold in and of itself evokes a quality of aspiration, a vulnerability that yields to a willingness to avail oneself to more. Subtle and profound experiences ever present to us in a lifetime, beginning with the experience that is right here, right now, in this moment.
It is our custom to light a chalice, invoking hope and eternal truth to our worship. Please join us in singing the words of our chalice lighting, "We light this flame." The words are printed in your order of service. We don't have time for all ages this morning, but do we have anyone for Ari? Maybe? Okay, so then we'll sing the children out wherever they are.
This is from a Zen teacher, Adyashanti. Essence of meditation is simply the art of allowing any particular moment to be completely as it is. Any moment where that is happening is a moment of meditation, which is a moment of peace and quiet. And if we are profoundly letting the moment be the way it is, then that moment, we experience that moment to be this thing which we call sacred. Not the sacredness that we have in our minds, you know, the idea of it and the rituals and the images that come to our minds. That can be part of human beings' endless projection of the idea of what is sacred. A moment of sacredness is beyond all these ideas.
Now is our sacred time of joys and sorrows. If you are online, you may write your joys and sorrows in the comment section to be read aloud. In person, you may write them on one of the cards being passed out by our greeters. Please remain seated as we sing our hymn, number 1011, in the teal hymnal. That's 1011, Return Again. Return to the home of your soul. Return again, return again, return to the home of your soul. Return to who you are, return to what you are, return to where you are, born and reborn again, return again, return again, return to the home of your soul. Return again, return again, return to the home of your soul. Return to who you are, return to what you are, return to where you are, born and reborn again, return again, return again, return to the home of your soul. Return again, return again, return to the home of your soul. Return to who you are, return to what you are, return to where you are, born and reborn again. Return again, return again, return to the home of your soul. Return again, return again, return to the home of your soul. We have a joy. We have a joy that Sally is having her surgery tomorrow, and we hope for a quick recovery for her. From Elise, we have a sorrow, asking for prayers for her 9-year-old grandson, who broke his femur. And then also a joy and prayers for a safe journey that Tim returns for Singapore tomorrow. My joy, this is anonymous. My joy is the first of several kidney operations was a success this past week. That's wonderful. From Joel, a joy that he spent almost a month at the family place in Maine, got to spend time with all 4 granddaughters and a lot of extended family. That's wonderful. And welcome back, Joel. From Jada, my best friend's daughter turned 1 this week. From Bill, tomorrow is his 57th birthday, and he's grateful for another year to walk this earth with his family. Happy birthday, Bill. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear. Happy birthday to you. We've got, all right, from Josie. Gordon is still in the hospital, but he is improving and will be transferring to rehab in the next few days. Oh, that's great, Josie. And from Vincent, my joy today is for music and how sounds fit together in such a beautiful way. Even though we don't know why music makes people feel the way it does, what a wonderful mystery. And we will light two more candles, one for the joys still bubbling up, too new to share, and one for the sorrows that we cannot yet put into words. Know that we hold you in our hearts.
This is a description of practice given by Tulku Urgyen Rinpoche, who was born in 1919. So it has a very Tibetan Buddhist flavor to it. But I really liked the title, which is Uncontrived Naturalness, which in many ways is what we're aspiring towards when we sit. Uncontrived naturalness is not something that one does, even though it sounds like you do remain in naturalness and you avoid fabricating. In practice, it is the opposite of doing. One does not do anything. By repeatedly letting oneself be in the state of uncontrived naturalness, it becomes automatic. There is not a long moment between two thoughts that you need to somehow nail down and own. That would make it fabricated. Rather than improving upon the recognition of your own nature, simply remain completely at ease. It is a matter of self-existing wakefulness getting used to itself. Do not try to keep the state of naturalness. The state will be self-kept as the natural outcome of your growing familiarity with it. Do not fall into distraction. Allow short moments repeated many times. Because of our very strong habit to always be doing something, the moment of non-doing doesn't usually last long. In other words, there is no stability. We quickly create doubts through conceptual thoughts, wondering, is this it? Or maybe not? Our recognition almost immediately slips away. That is just how it is. That is why we practice recognizing these short moments, repeated many times. If you do not repeat the recognition of mind essence, we never grow used to it. Short moments ensures that it is real, authentic naturalness. Many times means that we need to grow more and more familiar with this state, to be relaxed and let go in the moment of recognizing. That is what is most important. Then when the recognition slips away, we can simply repeat it again. In the beginning, approach the natural state by settling the mind. Otherwise, our strong negative habits of involvement in thinking this and thinking that keeps the attention very busy and a multitude of thoughts arise. The starting point is therefore letting go, relaxing, and settling completely into uncontrived naturalness. Among the thoughts that arise, remain, and disappear, one tries to keep the quality of softness and remaining. Still, it is helpful because when the mind becomes more quiet and settled, it's easier to recognize what it is that feels quiet, what it is that keeps still. Put that into, whoops. Now we'll put that into practice. Okay. You want to be comfortable. And you also want to be upright, present, and wakeful. Often meditation is referred to as being very relaxing, but when that happens, we end up being a little too relaxed. It's really a practice of being present in the moment. And like the reading, these moments are short, right? Have you ever had that experience out in nature where something arrives and you want to be so still so to not scare it away, right? This is the practice. All right, so you all are settled. You got all your fidgeting out of the way. If you wear glasses, it's often helpful to take them off. It's not required, but it's helpful. Your hands rested, finding that comfort. Always begin with your eyes open, with awareness of the world around you. And then very quietly, gently closing your eyes with awareness of that moment when they close. This moment of entering into this space that becomes available the instant we close our eyes. It's a moment of simply being present. There's an absence of identifying the experience. And allowing a sense of settling quietly into this internal space. We'll begin with a quiet awareness of the sensation of our feet on the floor, our hands on our lap, support of sitting in the pew, the sensation of the hips, legs, the contact. This is a practice of arriving in the moment of the sensation. The simplicity of the moment. The wakefulness of the sensation. A softening into the sensation. We'll bring our awareness into the area of our eyes. We might recognize a tendency of wanting to look at something, to see something, a tendency of doing. Just very gently, very softly letting go of your eyes, letting go of the tendency to be looking. Allowing this soft dropping into more of a feelingness, a seeingness of this quiet inner space. So softening in the jaw, the back of the tongue. Entering into this experience of letting go. What we're letting go of are ideas, expectations, projections, anticipations. Allowing the arrival of this mysterious moment. And we arrive in the moment when we release the grasping. So our thoughts are grasping. There's that ebb and flow. The presence of the thought, the letting go. And that moment of absence of thought. The ebb and flow. The sensation of thought. The soft letting go. That uncontrived moment of stillness. moment after moment, a string of moments, a soft, quiet stillness, allowing a quiet connection with the space of heart, heartness, merging an embrace with heartness. In this uncontrived naturalness, there's a wisdom, that wisdom of being present in the mystery of the moment. And resting in the heart. That mystery of spontaneously arising compassion. And in this quiet stillness, the embrace of wisdom and compassion. As an uncontrived naturalness of being. Very gently we get ready to return. And the return is gradual. The soft awareness of being in your body, the sensation of your feet on the floor, your hands in your lap, sounds in the room. And we return slowly that we can bring the softness, the stillness of the moment with us. As we very gently allow the parting of our eyelids. When you're ready, that downward gaze. There are times when your eyes just don't want to open. And you sit with that till that moment you're ready to open your eyes. And coming back. You all landed such a deep, peaceful stillness right from the beginning. So thank you for that. It's wonderful to sit in the stillness and quiet of this space. So thank you.
It is our custom to take up a collection on the second Sunday of every month for a cause our congregation and its social justice ministry support. Today, we are supporting Union Migrante. Union Migrante is a democratic organization by immigrants and for immigrants. They are dedicated to the fight for immigration reform and for their rights, training, for preparations, and advocacy to support them in emergency cases. They conduct regular meetings at CCUU and other locations in the city to teach immigrants about their rights and how to stay safe. You may remain seated for our hymn. Number 194, Faith is a Forest. That's hymn 194. There is something breathtaking in the moment. It can shake you in parts of yourself
you didn't know existed. The moment is present in the background, in the backdrop. We hardly ever notice it, but it's always there.
Please rise as you are willing and able, and join in singing our closing hymn, 197 in the gray hymnal. There are numerous strings, hymn number 197, and please remain standing for the chalice extinguishing afterwards.
Just a note about this one, when you look at it, so it goes numerous strings in your lute, and then here's the first verse, and then it goes back to the beginning. The second verse starts on page 2, and then we go back to the beginning, sing this, and then the third verse is like here, so it kind of like skips around. So you see it, right there.
Please join me in the chalice extinguishing. The words are in your order of service. We extinguish the chalice here, that it might flow gently in our hearts. May it light your path as you leave this place. May it guide your way until we are together again. Please join us for refreshments and conversation in the fellowship hall. Thank you.